Hello and welcome back to the Norwegian campaign and Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Yeah, I don't think the Byzantines are doing that well at the moment. France is pretty strong though, and they are the ones we are fighting right now. Pretty big navy, although they are mostly busy elsewhere. They will be sending this huge fleet here into the Bay of Biscay. They're gonna arrive in 2 months, and in 2 months my destroyers and torpedo boats will be refit, and I will send out my navy to meet them. In the meantime, these battle cruisers are going back to their ports in Spain, and might be able to generate some convoy missions. Let's see. And Britain is finding more oil. Let's see, am I losing any transports anywhere? Not this turn. Let's see, here come the French. Two huge fleets coming out to play. And I'll have to send out my stuff next turn to get them. No, I don't think France will be getting this. They don't outnumber me enough. You both have 100% army logistics, so there's that. Oh, let's keep that prioritized for now. We're getting triple large turrets in 2 months, so that might make for some interesting ship designs when that time comes. One light cruiser, 8,000 tons. Do I have something here that can take on a single light cruiser? I mean, I got some of these old Spanish light cruisers. I don't think they're up for it. Anything else? I can send out two older armored cruisers. I will do that. Yes. They're not that old. They should be able to take on a light cruiser, even though it's a pretty big light cruiser. Almost 9,000 tons. No convoy missions though. Is that because my battle cruisers are repairing? No? No. Yes, Hel is repairing, but just a little bit. We got 6 months left for the two new ones to be completed. Right, let's see. We have a meeting. Linois class. 13 5-inch guns. Top speed of 24 knots. Alright, let's see what we can do. That is a long and sleek looking light cruiser. They are to the south. It's not that much faster than my armored cruisers. Only a couple knots top speed difference. I think it can probably outspot me though. The tower spotting on these two, not that great. It is spotting me. So it's not running away. And being daytime, I should be able to see it at a fair distance. So there it is. Now hiding in a smoke screen. We're just gonna turn to parallel. Let's take a look at this. Milan. Yeah, that's a lot of 5-inch guns, alright. 5 inches of main belt. 9-kilometer torpedo range. Yeah, this thing ain't bad. So my guns have basically the same range as its torpedoes. That's a lot of torpedoes. How many per side? Or does it have... no, they're all underwater tubes. 3 per side. Hope I haven't bitten over more than I can chew here. Its 5-inch guns are not really doing much to me though. There we go, we got torpedo launch. Boulder, keep turning. There's the torps. We're good. And we are scoring decent hits in return. There you go, engine damage. And torpedoes are gone. Alright. Now it basically cannot run and it can't really fight either. Well, it can still shoot me, but the guns aren't doing much. My guns are doing enough. And that's good. Now, after this battle, I need to send out the fleet down to the Bay of Biscay. And we're gonna get a proper big battle. Let's just not have half the ship out of the water when we take the picture. There we go. Good thing I was able to blow up those torpedoes. Or this here would be a lot more risky. Let's lose a little bit more speed. Yeah, armor seems to matter quite a bit more in the Dreadnought Improvement Project than in vanilla. If this was vanilla, I would be getting partial penned to death. And there we go. Nice. Ooh, I'm losing transports. But it's not too bad. Uh-oh. Maybe they can complete this invasion before before the French arrive. And then hopefully I'm able to withdraw and avoid the battle, but I'm not too sure. If I position the fleet here, just at the edge of the circle, we might not, might be able to avoid the engagement while still completing the invasion. Speaking of engagement, though, my refits are done. Let's see, what do I want to have join in here? Definitely my new battleship. The torpedo boats from Oslo, maybe? No? What else do I have in Oslo that I want to have join in? Let's bring along the two old French armored cruisers, because why not? I should be able to have enough DDs and torpedo boats in Copenhagen. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Send out this. And that. These two can join in. Let's see these cruisers as well. Let's just try and make everything actually join in. Not the old torpedo boats. They can stay home. And did I have anything in here? These old battleships. Maybe not. Battlecruisers, definitely yes. Let's see, are they all crewed up? There we go. Yeah, I'm using the set them to low crew instead of mothballing them trick. And there we go. That should give us a decent battle. I thought I would have to hurry to win this war before France invades northern Spain, but I don't think they're going to be able to. So this is the thing I'm a little bit worried about, though. Are there more French fleets behind this one? No, it's just that one. The other fleet is, yeah, that's that one. I thought both were heading here, but this one must have diverted. So that's a 1 month. Anyway, there we go. Alright. Looks like I got the Virgin Islands. And a French light cruiser is striking my my port, giving the French quite a... What? That's not the battle I wanted. What happened to the other, the big task force? Well, fine. I guess we're fighting a an armored cruiser then. Slight overkill. Let's just use the battle cruisers here. And here we go. Enemy has been spotted. That's typical. I tried to set up a big big battle for you guys, and all I get is a single armored cruiser. Semi-oil. It's pretty advanced though in terms of technology. And well, it's about on par with my early battleships. Basically the same hull as the Harald Hårfagre class battleships from earlier in the campaign, but as an armored cruiser instead. It'd be a fairly easy match though for my battle cruisers. Although it does have decent penetration on those 11-inch guns. And my battle cruisers still do not like slowing down. Still doing basically 24 knots. There we go. Flash fire on the enemy cruiser. And lots of good penetrations and flooding hits, and yeah. Ceasefire. Hopefully we're gonna get that big battle next turn, and in that case I will need my ammunition. Let's see, what's that about a naval invasion? What are you doing here, France? Oh yeah, Yeah, because the French put a lot of tonnage here. My invasion chance is now 0. So they were able to stop that invasion. Well then, I guess we're up for another Battle of Jutland. So we're gonna have to deal with that first, and then see if we can send this fleet down to the Caribbean. 15 torpedo boats, 14 light cruisers. This is quite a big task force. Well, so is mine. Didn't I have 8 torpedo boats here? Did the game go and delete another one of my torpedo boats? Better not have done that. Flamberger repairing. Why? Okay, you weren't deleted, you're just for some reason repairing. Even though you didn't take damage. Okay. Alright then. Let's see what the game gives us. Here we go. Exactly what I was after. Yen class battleship. Is that a pre-dreadnought? I think it is. I think the French have a bunch of pre-dreadnoughts still in service. And the Republique class, I know what that is because I've got one of them. Suffren class heavy cruiser, also pre-dreadnought era. Edgar Quinet, I got one of these too. 2 of them actually. They're even in in this task force. Alright, so the French have some slightly outdated ships still in service. I guess they've been out at sea for so long that the French have not been able to scrap them. Let's do them a service and scrap them for them. Alright. Here we go. Let's try and organize this mess. Alright, let's see if my battlecruisers are actually capable of slowing down this time. So I want them sailing behind the battleships. Torpedo boats I've just set to do donuts. These armored cruisers, they're probably just gonna make a mess of their formations because they're different classes with different speeds. They are slowing down actually. Armored cruisers not making too much of a mess. Enemy armored cruiser Tonnant is spotting me. There we go. Mark 1 13s. Bad armor quality. And this one, yeah, I think I know this class. Or do I? No, I don't think that's the same that I've got. But anyway, it's also pretty old by the looks of things. Let's see if I can get some early cheeky torpedo hits on their main line. Of course, now I can't see anything because I used my smoke launchers. That's not too bad. Gonna try and get into formations. And then drop my torpedoes. Okay. What kind of torpedo range are we talking for the enemy torpedo boats? 1.8. You have a torpedo target now. You have a torpedo target. You have a torpedo target. And you can also target that battleship. And then let's see what we can do here. Hopefully not hitting my own destroyers. Viking 12, living dangerously. You have launched, yeah. Or have you? You have. Now this squadron. Let's just send these guys away for now. Almost forgot about these guys. Could have been ugly if they just sailed straight into the center of the enemy formation. Okay. Now you get to launch. 7.3 kilometer torpedo range. Alright. See what we get here. Alright, all torpedoes have been dumped. Scored 4 torpedo hits so far from the enemy, from the first destroyer squadron. And we're getting some more flash firing on the enemy armored cruiser. See if I can get some hits on those battleships. Not a big deal if my destroyers fail to sink them. They're not really a huge threat. of getting more torpedo hits still. Nice. Very nice so far. All destroyers intact, pretty much. Increasing their top speed was a good idea. Not sure if they would have survived doing that if they were still only doing 25 knots. That's some early disruption of the entire enemy task force. Most of the enemy light cruisers also sporting short-range torpedoes comparatively. If they got any with those 9-kilometer torpedoes, then I would like to know. Now it seems most of the enemy task force is quite antiquated. That's fine. My destroyers are already ready for another go. Okay. Keep the main guns on the battleship. Secondaries can start targeting the approaching torpedo boats. Battle cruisers, I want you targeting these light cruisers. Enemy torpedo boats not doing as well as my DDs. Having a bad start to what I think was supposed to be their attack run. Battlecruisers being good boys, having slowed down like I wanted them to. Okay, these torpedo boats actually quite a threat. Five-kilometer torpedoes. That's worth well, at least paying attention to. There goes some flooding. Only 24 knot top speed though. see, are all these torpedo boats here? No. Most of them seem to have short-range torps. Most of the ones I can see, anyway. They are hiding in smoke. And it seems like smoke in Dreadnought Improvement Project doesn't completely hide your ships like it does in vanilla, so I'm just not gonna bother turning my guns off, as I've done earlier. Yes. Second torpedo run for Destroyer Division 6. Maybe these torpedo boats will actually play a part here. Let's see, I've got another destroyer division somewhere. These guys. Let's not forget about them. They might have a part to play. Yeah, come this way. And you guys too. So far up to 14 torpedo hits. One of my DDs eating some damage on the way out, but they're done for this battle. Spent all their torpedoes. And we're doing pretty ugly things to their light cruisers. Love to see it. And some more random torpedo hits here in the back of the enemy formation. Hopefully I will not get hit by my own torpedoes. I think they're gonna run out of steam before they get that far. Let's see. That's new battleship. It can be on the thumbnail. Maybe a bit more like this, so it actually, so you actually can tell that it's a big battle going on, and not just another case of me sending 15 ships out to engage a single light cruiser. I've got a mess of torpedo boats here. I need to know if they are very dangerous. Another Flamberger. You are dangerous. You are very dangerous. With your 5-kilometer torpedoes. So let's take care of this stuff first, and then see about sinking those battleships. Let's see. 7-kilometer torpedoes on these old French-built torpedo boats. So I've got better French torpedo boats than the French. Lots of chaos and carnage. Excellent. Okay, let's get these into position, then select some targets and dump the torpedoes. I don't want to use my smoke in this case, because then I'm just gonna ruin everything for my my capital ships. And we do not have torpedo range to hit the battleships. Enemy torpedo boats out of fuel already. Okay, you guys ready? I'm ready. And I've got 3 more fresh torpedo boats here. Almost at 1,000,000 damage. They've done less than 1,000. Not bad for being very behind in technological research. Being very advanced, like the French are, doesn't help you if you don't actually put that technology to use. Well, I'm sure they have. They must have some new battleships somewhere. These are my armored cruisers. Yeah, you can focus the chaff. That is fine. Battleships. You guys need to use your big guns on some big targets. There we go. Battleship hits, slamming into Brennus. And once again, we're selecting some torpedo targets. Up to 19 torpedo hits so far. Not bad. You can both target the same one, that's fine. I can smoke up, get out. And class destroyer squadron can close in on this stuff. Entire French fleet is now on low fuel. Well, most of it, anyway. Yeah, whatever it is you were trying to do here, France, it was not a good idea. My ammo situation pretty good. Running out of HE for the battlecruisers because they've been firing out a lot of small stuff. Maybe put your battleship caliber guns to use against some battleship caliber targets. It seems all the torpedoes from that last torpedo boat attack missed. The enemy formation is not quite as tightly packed anymore. Here come the DDs. We're gonna go straight for this line of battleships that are all on low fuel and pretty much unescorted. Threat of enemy torpedo boats and light cruisers rushing me with torpedoes pretty much gone. Here we go. Some long-range enemy torpedo boats still afloat. Get a little bit closer to those battleships before putting my fish out to sea. In the meantime, you can gun down that torpedo boat. Maybe if you can score some hits. Okay, now torpedo time. Start from the back. Viking 10. Oh, you're not quite in range of that battleship in the back there. Patrie. Viking 11. Asana. 03. Condorcet. 01. Indomptable. I'm gonna dumptable some torpedoes on you. All torpedoes away. You can play with your guns now. Sink that torpedo boat. We gun down an enemy battleship and let's see what these torpedoes end up doing. So far not much. Dumping them at range is of course less accurate than There we go, yeah. No, they are doing things. Torpedoes definitely did things. I can speed up a bit now. Yeah, 2 almost dead battleships. And there went a torpedo boat as well. Battlecruisers in this case basically just pretending to be battleships. They have the guns. They theoretically have the armor, but still not quite as tough as actual battleships. Ooh, Balder. You took a pretty big hit there. 13.2-inch gun from one of the battleships. Just managed to do something before sinking. Okay, short-range torpedo boats. Never mind. Bombard. You're more dangerous. Jormungand just speeding up for some reason instead of sticking to the division speed of 12. Anyway, let's pick out some bigger targets for your guns. There we go. Seems like sometimes some of the ships are just in a division, ignoring the fact that no, I'm setting the speed for the entire division. That includes you too, even though you're in the back. These old armored cruisers actually done decently well. They've done what I wanted them to do, which is make sure that enemy torpedo boats don't get close. These guys not so much, but nice to have if I should need them. And there are only a handful of ships left. Condorcet goes down due to heavy flooding. Okay, battle cruisers, now you can stretch your legs. Go hunt. It's just that battleship and the armored cruiser. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that is all they have. It was a pretty amazing victory. I did not think this battle would be easy when I saw how many battleships they had, but I realized that no, this is actually more than winnable when I saw they were all pre-dreadnoughts. That's a pretty big difference. And there we go. That was the last one. Who did the most? In the enemy fleet, it was Patry scoring 1 hit on one of my armored cruisers. For most of them, it was nothing. Let's see, Fenris, almost 300,000. Yeah, battle cruisers taking top 3. And then followed by the battleships. I mean, not bad. Toppin would probably have done more if she had a veteran crew like the battlecruisers did. Fryktas and Friday also have veteran crews, but they've got fewer guns than the battlecruisers, so that makes sense. That they would do a bit less. And very impressive results with the torpedoes for most of my ships. Some of them didn't hit, but yeah, not bad. Let's see if we can find any more Frenchmen. I got a single light cruiser here. That's cute. The Frenchmen seem to be concentrated here. Now, I don't know what kind of battleships they have in this force. They have a battlecruiser, which I know simply by virtue of it being a battlecruiser, it has to be quite new. But the battleships, I don't know. They might be pre-dreadnoughts as well. I am tempted to send my battlecruisers down there, link up with my old pre-dreadnought fleet, and see what we can do about that French situation. Worst comes to worst, if and when I get that battle, I can just retreat if it turns out that no, they're all very powerful battleships. I can bring along some DDs. There we go. You will be down there in 1 month, and I'm gonna send the rest to port, minus maybe 1 ship to take on that light cruiser. But no, changed my mind again. Battleships are staying here because the French are sending reinforcements. Only 1 battlecruiser, but some armored cruisers, lights, lots of DDs. So most of the fleet is staying here and preparing for yet another Battle of Jutland, it seems. And what my battlecruisers can accomplish here, we will have to see. Next time, goodbye, and take care.